Sanje Chena Soji Chena La Chancho Pada Dani Jason Dagi Chujin Jive Sonam Ji Dola Penje Sanje Dobarai Sanje Chena Soji Chena La Chancho Pada Dani Jason Dagi Chujin Jive Sonam Ji Dola Penje Sanje Dobarai Sanje Chena Soji Chena La Chancho Pada Dani Jason Dagi Chujin Jive Sonam Ji Dola Penje Sanje Dobarai Kame de Zenyu Zave Dao de Je Bawa Yi Tempe Chine Den Zewe Godam De La Cha De La Tunye Ji Ji Sun De Je We La Chi Ji Sun De Kan Je Den De Kan Chana Be Ma Den De Je So La Sawa De So Shin De Len Do Jo Den Zewe La Ma Ra Ma Je Dagi Ingar Be Men De Jo Ne Ka De Je Me Kon Ne Je San De Ko Son Do Je Ngu Du Ze De Se Chen Jo Sen De Ren Bo Chen Ma Je Pa Na Ji Yawa Nyam Pa Me Wa Ya Ko Ne Kon De Be Ko Ra Sho
Okay, so first we'll do a motivation meditation. Now rejoice.
다 줌진 삼산라 디다 디네 귤라메 다리 베저디다 가서 다리 겨워들려야 된다 직다 유충하디 겨워 상부 인테나 야고 요르스
So, you should feel very fortunate to be able to have this opportunity to study this Uttara Tantra. So we kind of have this wonderful opportunity now.
다 저랑도 드린 건 내가 망고체 갈래카데요리다 네 옥중대 비디오스에서요 수부 차장라 태야데 태다 딜라야 둥지 난갈라 딱 검자고요라 뒤유네스스 다 드림이세야 지진 참바 공부금 지진 참바 공부금 대단 초주 개와세다 저 유트 안데네 마베스 트르제네 혹티인데 디베세게네 스스 수분한게지 강에다 마지와탄 르지 르가 인선지 디그리도서 봐 다소 체제 나 tuksi komdes jab shana ya goyors u ya tin u tanim do ten de ane chinlab de su ten ro pa dan de su ge nis de chinlab de do ge ne lu ge na za sim ge dong ye lunga yi sun ji digrib de pa ta so ten chena ne ya da long zhong da nim do digrib ta ya la pen do yo res ro
Gonna di mikpa di jitsun
지금 잠바 공부
jamba
또
tan di
주에 조주 개와 세다죠.
okay.
아디네 마베세 트 아니 왜 세데 옥님들야 텐로 삼다나 야고요.
So we've had a kind of busy day, been working, and so you're tired. So therefore, it's good to do a breathing exercise to help settle the mind. So as you breathe, you should be aware, like aware of your whole body. And today we're going to do a visualization of Maitreya in the space in front, surrounded by these entourage of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and so forth. And then from his heart emanates this light, clear light. And as you breathe in, you clear away all your difficulties, problems, sufferings, and all like that. So we do this visualization together with the breath. It's very good if you can conjoin it with the breath. So you clear away all the negativities of your mind and body as you breathe in. Any ukpai?
파탄데 아니 디디 파 텐송세. 실리디 친랍레. 팔리디 파탄그라.
Okay, so you receive, as you breathe in, you receive the blessing of the clear light, and as you breathe out, all your negativities like leave your body. So yeah, if we can, as we do the breathing, we clear away all, use the breath and this visualization to clear away all our negativities.
아야. 다들이 닌다 상조 계신 뭐마다 리 산제 예리게 네 신이다 예와당 예와 롭즈 도레다 예와담 안에 베 리요와 두베 베구고네 네 리요와 두 안에 릭신이 칸데 이메 다 리기 코덴도 오직 차나 다 베야고 요레스로.
So today we've been looking at, today we're going to look more into this Buddha nature. So far we've had a look at like examples of this Buddha nature, analogies you could say of this Buddha nature, and then the meaning behind it, like what's meant by this Buddha nature. So we've looked into this so far.
다디네 제zan다 산제지 릭 다단다 릭 망고 예외나네 산제지 릭사데 태과침베 산제지 릭로와 다 산제 릭데 산제지 꾸주룽 샤상 기생로와 신이 산제지 꾸주룽데 산제지 릭 샤라와 신이 샤마 기생로와
So when we talk about this Buddha nature, and there's different lineages or different that look at it slightly differently. So if we look at the Mahayana lineage, they have this definition of that which is suitable. Sangye Gurung du Chore.
Sangye Kujurung.
Sangye Kujurung. Sorry. Suitable to become a phenomena that is suitable, or a dharma that is suitable to become the body of a Buddha.
다딩 안조 장매 줄라 요레스로 심지 탐제라 릭디 요레스 심지 탐제로.
So all sentient beings have this nature. All beings have this
nature. 다 안조 기생 릭 냠네 지단데라 기생 셰송 산제지 릭디 야 세바 타야 제 탑랑 카레 랍디. 아델라 지 계외신예 당 지 chanjuk 닝제 당 chanjuk 셈다 덴데기 슝라 퇴바당 삼바치야 다 두조조레 신기선 도송하러.
So when we look at the means by which we awaken this Buddha nature, then it's through practices like reliance on the spiritual friend, developing compassion, and so forth, that we can actually start to awaken our nature.
다 릭세베 탑약슈데 네가서 준데 명아 딘주고네 냠네 제야죠. 다 약슈데레. 데데다베 막 구름단 제와지 당보 당용금 드네 심제 담제랑게 마치뇽 바스금 드네 심제 담제 거딘금 다 거딘 첨부이나 아니 텔라바 틴 속으로 해서 다 디제데 공부이나 오네 산제지 릭세야라다 펜도시슈 디제레로.
So one of the best methods to awaken this nature is through this meditating on this 7-point cause and effect training to develop bodhicitta. So if you can join this with first the practice of equanimity, starting with that, and then recognizing all beings as wife, mother, remember their kindness, wishing to repay their kindness, and so forth. This is one of the best methods to awaken one's Buddha nature.
당도 되게 삼로 땅토비나 오네게 곰잡제로 다 곰다 두서 탄다 하고 레라고도 알아. 당용곰야다 탄다 저런저 코다 직망고 고차라. 당도 냠내시야 강해요로. 아니 심제 탐제다 랑게 마치뇽 버사데 다 만차 지나서 겨왕아질라 이지요. 대진다 이지로 레용고요래. 이지 레그멘도 나나에 디토라 삼로 땅제. 겨왕아지 돌았제 삼로 중나. 심제 탐제랑 마치뇽 버사데라. 고대 야고시 레그로 알아.
So merely intellectually thinking about this is not enough. We need to meditate it. The reason being is because the meaning of this is not that hard to understand, right? Like we can all understand logically equanimity and thinking that other beings have been one's mother. It's probably not that hard for most of us. Most of you here have this belief in previous lives, past and future lives, reincarnation, right? So with this understanding, then it's not that hard to actually think that all beings have been one's mother.
다데네 중나네 거딘 친구디 합코라 다데 아마지고 말에네 그래서 바와치녀요레 보구치녀요레네 초부치녀요레 동문원에다 동문에 전나 장가요 말하다 말한저 김상 직제역이 장가제기 있는 말한저 비미 말한 미직지 말한저 지고라 먼저 직직다 미장 직제 대화지 겨망고 장가잡나 장가 태야면요 내게 차대 가서 나가서 겨울로 장가요 말아 제가 겨울 장가매도 당가서 김상 직제 능미 직제 대화라 장가요 말다 봐 아니 가딜라다 장가요 말 간딜라다 가딘 섬데메 찾아다로
So just give me a sec. So then comes the next point of recognizing their kindness, or recollecting their kindness. So once we see that every sentient being has had every kind of relationship with us, being our friends, our parents, all sorts of relatives, partners, all of these things, right? And more times than we can count. And why is this said? Well, because we've had countless rebirths, and having had countless rebirths, therefore we've had countless relationships with all the sentient beings. So in this way, we can say they've all been our mothers and our fathers and all of these things many times.
디마 껴찍라 파마 아마체베 껴라 창가요만 김산직 제 대월 창가요만. You know, yeah, we have been one family, countless, right? right? 껴띠로 껴체월라 창가요만 파마체월라 창가요.
Okay.
어디라고요?
Metric the Pama.
Okay.
Sorry. So one, even you take one person and this one being, and this one being has been our mother countless times, or our father countless times, and so forth. So we've had that relationship with each being countless times.
So they not the 닝지 첨보디 줄라 제tum나 태과 첨보 릭세와 되다. 태과 첨보 릭세에 참제로 보다라고 저로.
Okay.
참 보다라고디 닝지 첨보 줄라 제나 저나 태과 첨보 릭세에다. 어디다?
So once you develop great compassion, this is the point when you awaken your Mahayana nature or lineage. This great compassion, this realization of that. Not realization. The producing that, arising that. That's the border of the Mahayana. So once you have that, once you've awakened that, that's when you awaken your Mahayana lineage.
다디네 닝지 줄라 제스나나 닝지 첨보 줄레스나나 다 심제 탐제 동엘레 테나 치마로스. 다 심제 탐제 수수라 가딘 첨보여 바데 테나. 동해대 대화대 다 녜치기 인세 학삼들리기요. 다 심제 탐제 스스 거딩기 상무드면은 동해 대화 녜치기 인세한테 비진 레두고에서 말이라. 심제 탐제 스스 거딩 친구이 뭐 하마거나.
네.
근데 동해 대화대 녜치기 인세한테 용어만이 그 내가 남매 다가세. 다가스 점마준다. 동해 통화선 다 동해대 테나 Right.
So, if we really recollect the kindness of others, if we can really feel that, that's when you develop what's called the special intention, or laksam in Tibetan. So, if we don't have this recollection of the kindness of others, then it's difficult to develop this special intention, because we then don't feel, although we might see their suffering and feel some sort of compassion, we don't take that responsibility to free them from their suffering. That comes about through the recollection of their kindness.
당원에 산제라도 심지 탐지역이 돈다 지도비하고 누버데 산제라도 제가 심지 탐지 동일의 대외 치도 나서고 산제지 고마토와 지기 아니 잔주그 셈라다야 로두스리기여라.
So once you have this laksam, the special intention as the basis, then based on that, then you can develop bodhicitta, because having taken this responsibility to free others from their suffering, then you see, well, who actually has the ability to do this? And if you look at it, it's only a fully enlightened Buddha who has this ability to free others from their suffering completely. So therefore, one thinks, well, I must attain the state of Buddhahood or enlightenment in order to free these beings from their suffering, and then that's when one develops this bodhicitta. So once you have this arisen, this bodhicitta, then you enter the Mahayana path.
산제기 부차다 게세 세세도 부르와
So
게세 세도 게세 찬죽 셈바세요
yeah. So you become the child of the Buddhas. Literally Geshe means prince. So it's often translated as the child of the Buddhas because you literally, when you have this bodhicitta, then you become like the son or daughter of the Buddha.
다 티징 람라 슈브레 되네 다 티징 람라 슈브레 람 초람 다 초람 티징 초람 타브레 다 티징 람들 초람 조람 통람 고람 밀로 람세 다 람가 여와 다디 티징이 초람라 슈브레
So, and then you enter the Mahayana path of accumulation. So you have the 5 paths: accumulation, joining, seeing, meditation, and no more learning. Joining or preparation, depending on the translation.
다 티징이 초람라 슈유디 간산들 링이여레 찍되게 랑라 마슈 코네 동니 도로레로 te ongbu nombo tere
Okay.
찍게 람라 슈 차네 동니 도고요 어데진다 링이 여레서
So then there's 2 types of beings who enter this path. So there's those of sharp faculties who get a realization of emptiness before entering these paths, and then there's the dull faculties who enter the path first and then develop the realization of emptiness.
다디네 다베나 ongbu 두부디나 아니 다 nombo다 동니 도서 껴요마라 다 ongbu 두부디 시자 체온디 전주심 율레 제사로 전주심 율레 제데 다 체도저 심제 탐제 시데 라니 조버 산제지 고마 토바 치기 살로디 율레 껴온디 다 산제지 고마 토발라 코방으로 와라 코바나 코베자와 유방으로 코베자와도 가르스나 디무디지 마르고래 디무디지 마르고 방와체발라 동니 도고 요래 어다 동니 도 마도나나 코방도 오면도 코마바나 산제고 마도 오면도 디인자당아 동니 도고도 제단 디시되다 동니라 퇴바다 삼바 공바체 투존지 시럽 집에 가서 아니 초람 중을 더 초람들라 중을 딩 첨보자 투존지 시럽 초람 중 삼존지 초람 딩 곰존지 시럽라 초람 첨보서 어다 도스 티진 초람들라 초람 중을 초람 딩 초람 첨보서 도스 토고요 레스로
곰충길로
곰존지로 곰존지 시럽라 나데래
곰충기 시럽
wisdom lamna.
So when we're looking at these beings of this the dull faculties, right, or who develop the bodhicitta first, then their thinking would be, well, to develop this bodhicitta, having developed this bodhicitta, in order to benefit sentient beings, I need to attain the state of enlightenment. In order to attain enlightenment, then I have to go beyond samsara. In order to go beyond samsara, I have to go beyond ignorance. In order to go beyond ignorance, I have to realize emptiness. Because if I haven't realized emptiness, then I can't go beyond samsara, and therefore I can't attain enlightenment. So therefore they'll listen, reflect, and meditate on this wisdom. Tongmi tope shirab,
돈이 말해. 퇴중 시럽, 돈이라 퇴중이 시럽, 삼중이 시럽, 공중 시럽.
So they'll develop the wisdom of listening, the wisdom of reflection, and the wisdom of meditation. And at the point when they develop this wisdom of meditation, that's the greater part of the path of accumulation. Gomchungi shirab di Soglamgi Chenpo. Yeah, the greater part of the path of accumulation.
소람 충무디 퇴중 시럽체.
Yeah.
소람 딩디 삼중 시럽체. 소람 첨보디 공중 시럽스레라.
So we can look at it in terms of when you're doing the wisdom of listening, developing the wisdom of listening, that's the small part of the path of accumulation. The wisdom of hearing is the medium part of the path of accumulation, and the wisdom of meditation is the greater part of the path of accumulation. Sorry, the greater part of the path of accumulation.
다 동이 다 삼중의 동이를 태워 삼중 내가서 동이 또로요라. 다 돈이라 미게 공중지 로터바당 안에 대 초람네 졸람네 야로고요. 디진 초람네 졸람네 야. 돈이라 미베 공중지 로터브드 안에 초람네 졸람네 터 야로고요.
Okay, so you first have the realization of emptiness when you develop the reflection, the wisdom of reflection. And then when you develop the wisdom of meditation, wisdom based on meditation, then that's when you go from the
네다 디 공중 싫어 돈이라 미베 공중 싫어라고 싫어. 돈이라 미베 공중 싫어. 공중 싫어로 기어.
So the wisdom arising from meditation with the object of emptiness. When you develop that, that's when you go from the greater part of the path of accumulation to the path of preparation.
디규 여름진게 승무도 돈이 또 사성스다. 다이나 돈이레메베 kumjunji 다 졸람 톱이야라라 와요. 돈이레메베 kumjun로 톱나 내가 졸람 톱도 그랬어. 군주가 디규도 따와 승주를 등산 승무도 디 빼져나래. 람탑단 다가라니 디 카세버 야고요라. 와 졸람네 졸람도 나한테.
So the Dalai Lama says this, that he has this wish or this hope that he will enter the path of preparation, because he said that he has the realization of emptiness, and if he can develop the wisdom, the meditation, the wisdom arising from meditation based on emptiness, with the emptiness as its object, then you enter the path of preparation. So he stated that this is his wish. So if you understand this progression between the paths, then the meaning of this becomes clear.
예, 퍼진 태고라이나 람 야도도 냠샤도 요러와. 냠샤. 제가 돈이르메베 공중로 토바당 디 냠샤라 야도 어느 졸람 톱도 요러와. 퍼진 태고 람 야도로 졸람네 졸람네 통람네 골람도로와. 그래서 냠샤 정하는 도로 냠샤 정하는.
So there's progressions, like there's progressions within this Mahayana path. Between the path of accumulation, there's progressions, and then path of joining or preparation, there's progressions. So there's always going through this progressively developing.
다 존람들라네 트제모스와 추조스 숨여와 트제아데 다 동ning 무슨도야게 다 딩저로 질레거든. 베나 트라데 메요나 데 트레와 하고라. 트제. 트제모스와 존람들라 시샤다. 디진 존람들라 시샤 트제모스와 추조제.
So we have these four parts of the path of preparation. So you have heat, peak, acceptance, and then the peak of samsara, or the final point of samsara, right? Highest point of samsara.
저주상화된데래. 네 셈나라야. 다 돈이를 미고 kumjulob도 당아 돈이 무슨데 저거 도사래 세네가라 트레다.
So it's referred to as heat because it's like being when you're close to fire, then you feel the heat from the fire. So because they're close to having the liberation from samsara, having the direct
liberation, direct realization emptiness.
Okay, so all right, so they're close to having the direct realization of emptiness. So they have this understanding that I am going to have this direct realization of emptiness soon. So they understand that, and that's why it's referred to as heat.
제모세야 가르스나 다 디네야 돈이도 당아 돈이 최담제 때네 중화다 근데콘데 다 레준데스니다 다 자자자도 다 렌델 이지기 아니 군조스음다 자자자도 와 군조스음도 레준데도 겨왕아지도 삼 아니 미신다게야 레준데 요 말에 저랑 뇽바레 저랑 레버 툭데요레 디 겨왕아지 요 말에 레베제 툭데요레 계제셔 캐보카도 시에나 이지 지금 말입니다. 그래서 다 거라하고 말이 닝다 닝지 공부라. 아직 닝자 거라하고 오면도 아들들라고도 뒤에는 안서 고고테로 인사래 레레 남사 심파주로라. 다 되네. 다 레준데 요래 겨왕아지 요래 군조 숨 요래 다 이제 빼den 보지 거래 점무사
So this,
록도 지도고요 말다
so this peak when you reach this point of peak, that's when you have 100% trust in things like past and future lives and law of cause and effect and so forth. And no matter what anybody says, like, you know, they can say, "Oh, you're stupid. Of course, there's no karma. It's just nonsense." For example, right? At this point, there would never be any doubt. You wouldn't believe what they say. You just develop compassion for them, thinking, "Oh, they don't understand, right? They just you know, they don't have any understanding." So at this point, you know, there's no wrong views possible.
Right?
Yeah, okay, so and then you just develop compassion for these people.
That's so. 다디네야 공자인데 당강에서는 제사 말했어. 다수수수 하고 오래. 뭐에서 봐. 당아 박발에 지금 말해, 칠에 지금 말해 수수수 하고 오래다.
Okay. So then at the path of acceptance or patience, at this point you have 100% certainty that you will never be reborn in the lower realms, right? You won't be born as an animal or in any of the lower realms.
그래서 무슨 최저 써야 됐다. 직된배 추구 초스라. 먼저 직된배 생그 토셔들이 추구 초스. 딜레 최저라고 그러다.
So then the next one is the peak of worldly dharma. So this is the far highest point you can get within the worldly dharmas.
다디 계진 이번에 아니 동ning 무슨 또로 그러다. 통람다. 단데 조람래 통람래 도르다. 또 냠샹을 기진여네 동닝무슴도 통마통나 통람세다 통람 동닝무슴도 쌀도 통인자 통람라고 하다.
Okay. So then the next moment after that, then you enter the path of seeing through having the direct realization of emptiness.
데데데다 람데세 너 템바 신앙 람데라지도 디레다 돈이 무슨 걸로 람덴 디레다.
So this is at this point, that's when this is referred to as the truth of the path. This is what's referred to as the truth of the path. This this mind that has this direct realization of emptiness is referred to as the truth of the path. True path, sorry. True path is probably better in this context.
다 당부디 디레 다디 한당한서 최군조 군조 성문안에 당은 드링한서 최군조 덜 셰다.
Okay, so now
군조 성문안 게 최군조 직디레다. 군조.
So now we're talking about the jewel of the Dharma today. So of the three jewels, of course, the jewel of the Dharma is one. Oh, so this is also referred to as the Dharma jewel.
다디 딘데게 람데게 아니 녀모 윤르 시디 군다게 응원이 치고래. 다디 응원이 전에 방야게 탐람들라 자와 사wen데 제와 다디 신고래로. 사wen데 제와 라미게와 최전전이다. 고 방거요. 녀부치고요. 제가 인자 아니 돈이 무슨도 떠나 콜레 저변 레서도 쏘고요 말다.
오케이. 근데 카리판데
통방 군다
상마
군다가 사변다 제와기 방거 말다. 뭐니 치고래. 녀부 뭐니.
Oh, antidote. Okay.
녀부 치고래. 뭐니.
Yeah. So this is said to be the antidote to the pervasive imputation and the seeds of that. Kuntak, right? Yeah, pervasive imputation and the seeds of that. And and at this and at this point you no longer accumulate any more karma to samsara karma. Right?
New karma.
You don't generate any new samsara karma.
제가 뒤중에서 추군조디 capngore라고도 군조 숨나네. 추군조 원에서 cap고를 다 당원에 cap을 되라.
This is why the Dharma jewel is referred to as the real refuge. Because this what we're talking about here, this is really what you take refuge in.
Penanganzo Shine Gomra. Shine Tomna Nyomu the Deja Shedang Kondo Debe Darwa comes in Deva Sukan Sumikan Yuben Shine Tomna. Debe Nyomu Deja Shedang Kondo Aje Tunju to Mev Sotore. Shedan in a summer Mev Sotogo Mare.
Okay.
Tadi Chawajan. Tangik this summer the Java, let me give it Soto Songa. Shine Tomna. 내가 매웠어요. 싸움이 매워서 두고요 말아. 다디 겨와든데 요레스.
So, for example, this is set apart from other understandings. Like, for example, if you meditate on calm abiding. So we have in the three realms, we have the desire realm, form realm, and formless realm, right? But if you have this, even you have this very strong calm abiding, at this point, these delusions cannot manifest. They cannot arise. They cannot manifest at this point. However, you're not actually able to abandon the seeds of those delusions, or it's not an antidote to the seeds of those delusions. So temporarily, there's no opportunity for these delusions to arise. However, it's not an antidote to the seeds of these delusions.
다디 당기디 돈용선도 별로디 네 사회는데 저 원년 치고로와 디 계진이버들라네 군다 방바치 톱디 딜라 꼭된서 거다 방바들 꼭된서
abandon. So this realization of emptiness, this direct realization of emptiness is this antidote to the seeds of these delusions. And this abandonment of this pervasive imputation is what's referred to as the true cessation.
근데 네 딘데 겨와추는 고음된다. 님보당 뭐니라 겨와요로. 님보당 뭐니라 겨와요. 님보스나 다 콜라 뇌제들와. 이제 안디도드 님보 고기라. 뭐니라도 딜을 하고라 왔다. 무엇 펜년이들라 왔다.
Okay, so there's a difference here between the antidote and the nonyan is like direct antidote. So, so this nonyan is can you keep a career?
Yeah, bena chanju simde zo nyemborero lamina nyembo kola neba zamyila ko nyembo chagiyo.
Okay.
Inaya kola ngos no dumye de bena tijen tanda di thonlam pa tonyung usum donye dege 당지 무엇을 두고요.
Okay.
chanjusim게 무엇을 두고요. 말에 균에 내어라. chanjusim데 냠보래. 뭐냐 말에. 겨와돼요.
So to give an example, bodhicitta is said to be an antidote to this attitude of self-grasping. However, it's not the direct antidote. Only the wisdom realizing selflessness is the direct antidote to self-grasping. Sorry. The direct realization of emptiness is the direct antidote. Not the wisdom realizing selflessness.
다 디게지니버들라 남들람스 넘버 2와스 다 디로레 뭐냐 바제멜람데 마미도 버체로 마미도 버체 아니 그 뭐게게 디바디 단 다도 버체로 에니미도 버체 다 군이 자르잖아 징징징 무엇이 징데 아니 수팜버레 뇽모 파 제가 토로 아니 남들람스디 아니 고된토 넘버 2 람스 남들람스 마디 제가 토버에서다 제가 가르쳐서는 녀모티 라르미제와 스웨사르다. 스웨들라 꼭된세다. 태바스기도 태바스기도 가를 태르스나 문예 바제면라고 오게기 디바당 태바 인자 아니 태바.
근데 크리티브
문예 여러 문예 단지 문예 라인 바도니 무슨 돈이들라 문예 되게 오게기 디와 여러 디 매워서 딜레 태바 인자 아니 데베 태바들라 꼭된세 어디라고 왔다. 다 녀모들 태바들이 공오게 녀모데 테베 군다 군다데 테베 군다 그 사변데 테베 테와들라 꼭된세 다 니니데 신고르단다
So this at the point when you have this direct realization of emptiness, that's when you enter this like pure path, right? So it's the analogy here that's used is you're kind of in conflict with your delusions, like you're said to be at war with your this conduct, this pervasive imputation, or your delusions. But at the point when you have this direct realization of emptiness, at that point you're like victorious, right? Like that the delusions can no longer harm. So you're basically you're victorious or you're liberated from these things. So this direct, when you have this connection with this direct realization of emptiness, or if you have this, then you're liberated from these delusions or from this pervasive imputation.
Why are you using the term pervasive imputation?
Because contact.
No, but I mean, obviously there's many words in the English language. I'm just curious why you're using that when the general term for that is afflictive obscuration.
Okay.
Conduct.
The conduct.
I know the difference. Afflictive obscuration is the classical term that we use.
Okay, I can use that. It's not. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's not literal, but okay, because conduct is that's what it literally is. But if you want afflictive obscuration, I'll try and remember. Yeah, the.
Actually acquired is another one.
Okay. All right.
They're different words.
Yeah, different translation. Okay.
Andron was ready.
But the non cigarette, you know, so okay, that's
each translator understand there each baby coming words.
Well, yeah, but okay, that's fine. Afflictive obscurations.
That is which has on us. Cogdin, shen. Lamdin da cogdin, Tony Musun to Velo de Lamdin. Tony Musun to Velo de Dogge, the Moge dual TV, Tawa, Gunda TV, Tawa, Savan TV, Tawadilla, Cogdin, that did it.
So when you're then this truth of cessation, the truth of cessation is said when you're free from these afflictive obscurations, you know, when you're free from those, when you're free from, and their seeds, then that's the truth of cessation, true cessation.
Oh, that didn't Gogden Lamdi Jula de Kanzandela, Pakwa Sigur, Pakwa to Young, the Pakwa Lagdo, Pakwas in our Delaware.
And at this point, you're said to be an Arya being.
Tony Musum dog with loud that Lamdi Jula de Badilla Pakwa Lamadir, Lamdi, Lamdi and the Gogden Jula in Kanzandela Pakwa Lamadir.
Yeah, and then when you've had this realization, then that being who has this realization, who's entered this path, is said to be an Arya being.
Oh, dear. That day, like Chawa did 60 Malakun, Chawa Chiglago. That and the ones who took the Shiva, Chitamo, Dodeva, Moranjuva, Tenjuva, Yorwa. That Ranjuva gay, Gogden, the Tony, the Kagashagore. Gogden, the Tony, Logare. The Umatinjuve, Gogden, Tony Kelenchigore, that Dijiction or Esra.
Okay, so Umarangyuba
Kagare.
Tony Tang
Gogden Kagare.
Okay, so according to the autonomous view, the emptiness and this truth of cessation are not the same. But the Prasangika view is that they believe in this emptiness. And so so that the cessation, truth of cessation and this emptiness is the same. Oh, sorry. The truth of cessation is emptiness. But not emptiness is not the truth of cessation. Okay, so now we'll go through the text, page 44. It starts on the Dharma jewel.
담반남지 땜바차와나 담배 추지 니마 텔라 뒤도스다 파고 담바스 다 파고스는 하고도 말아 다 파고에 땜바체에 담배 추기 니마스데 빼나 니마로 봐 니메우세 니마디 가와 빼자르스나 아니 람덴라 빼자르 다 람데 찍고 말에 니 고된라 양자고 그래서 제가 다 고된다 람데니들라 아니 파고에 주지 이 추군저 될라 아니 니마게 빼자르스 니마 봐 니마 요나 아니 저 문바세로 봐 딱 람데 요나 아니 코베 동일에 세로 맞아 코베 동일은 동일 요에 들레 강에 들레 봐 세로 코베 문변안에 봐 전투고 요래 딜라 니마 빼자레스 빼자데 에네 람딘 지고 마레 데 꼭된라 양자 그래서 어디디 셰르다 될로
So when we talk about this here at the bottom of page 44, it's no fault of explaining the sun purely in context of a true path. What quality does it have? These are included in the true path and cessation. So what's meant here is that this true path and this true cessation, these are like the sun because they clear away ignorance. The darkness of ignorance, just as the sunlight clears away the ordinary darkness, these clear away the darkness of ignorance. But it's clarifies here that it's not just about the true path, but it's actually the true path and the true cessation.
다 고된라 간데 자레라 다 대시기도 고된라 양자레스 고된다 람딘이 이 에네 듀레스 네고다디 니마 베자서 들어와 다 고베 덴발라 라신난다게 차셔와다 로유난다 차셔와다 데두고다 어디르다 고된데라 윤디니여레스 고된데라 윤디니여레스 라신난다게 차셔드스도 고된 코나 동니 임바데 셰레스 동니 임바 로유난다 차셔와데 고된세야데 아니 바제만랑 고베게 뉴모게 디와단 테베테와데라 셰베 인자 딜라 체주니여레스와 란신남다스도 고된 동니 인자 가제 템버토가 가장 그 메가들라 동니 시작으로 제주 당고치 제주 니와디 로그 남다다 고 뉴모 군다가 사면다 제와 타베들라 고된시 디인자다 제주 니샤레서 어디 다데 고된 동니 인바디 두스 두고여다 혼 셰고데
So on page 45 when it talks about the true cessation, then it has two subdivisions, explanation of the natural purity and explanation of the purity of the adventitious. So the natural purity is that this is to do with the fact that emptiness cancels out the appearance of true existence. And then the explanation of the purity of the adventitious is that it also clears away the adventitious delusions. So these are the two aspects that we're looking at here.
다당고디 다디 투중한서 오마텐주벨로 고된 동니레스 라고레로 텐주베 투무 마연 바체저레 나전한도도 그래서 계저티다 줌젠디 둠데고 싶지메시 다제보든데 송야 셰기 말해 다디 줌젠시라 세워요 말해 다 베저신다나라디 고된 동니 임베게 줌젠 세워시라 요 말해 다 데나라 다 세워치기도 하대 줌젠 당무 줌젠 숨부터네 마 아니 셰용도 하대
So this text goes on to explain through three reasons why this truth of cessation is emptiness. It's not immediately clear why this is, so the text elaborates, or the commentary elaborates on this.
Yeah.
When you say the truth of cessation is emptiness, are you meaning that the realization of emptiness?
My nature.
The actual
yeah.
the actual nature of emptiness?
Nature, yeah. 다 nature 임버디 될 셰그다.
So yeah, it will explain about the nature.
어디래. 달라 제주 숨고는 셰레스로. 그런 오데 고된 코나 동니래라고 했다. 고된 코나.
Okay, so the truth of cessation is emptiness, is explained with three reasonings which Disum diurero.
김제 숨터네 시.
Okay,
김제
so
숨터. 다디네마 두고.
as you go down, I mean the three are there.
당보디 니나다 제베 시베랑기 또고쳐 많이 봤다. 거기에 네 당보디 니나다 제베 시와서 니나다 제베 시와서. 먼저 니나요. 단다 딘두기 니나데다. 단다 나와들 딘두 다 딘두기 아니 니나당 딘데기 또 두고 말해. 다 단다 단다 돈이 거기에 셔야 돈이 무슨 또고 디 칸도야기 또제 돈이 셔로다. 냠샤기 셔로 냠샤유. 제운디 데더디 니나다 제베 냠샤기 유기 돈이 무슨 도야기 동반이 디나신직 돈이 무슨 도야디 니나 상매도 더 말해. 군주기 나와디에 또 더 말해. 유진 타데 나와디에 또 더 말해. 딘루기 나와디에 또 더 말해다. 니나 숨이와 니나 숨. 니나
Going to do some the yulta.
군주기 나와체로. 유단 유진 타데 나와.
Okay, difference.
아니 딘루기 나와. 디숨
The existence.
잖제나. 아니 딘데 돈이 무슨도 또 두고요 말이다.
And the somebody
군주기 나와.
concept relative appearance. So this first one, not being the object of realization of a consciousness with dualistic appearance, is that that when you have this appearance of dualism, this appearance of true existence, then you have this dualistic appearance that goes along with it. So when you have this mind that nosum tokpe tongni nosum tokpe.
냠샤이시더라. 그래도 뉴스도.
Oh, sorry. So then there's the three appearances that arise. There's this dualistic appearance of the subject and object. There's the appearance of true existence, and there's this appearance of relative truth. So these are the three appearances that you go beyond.
근데 쉐바게 또 두고 말했어. 니는 이제 유닉 쉐바되게 독자 말했어요.
So the mind that has these appearances cannot realize emptiness. Nosum tokimare or tokimare.
니는다 제베 쉐바되게 독 말해라고.
Yeah, no, okay. So the
이제 치고나 세우다 돼. 대 말로 신도냐.
Okay, so yeah, if you have these dualistic appearances, you cannot have this realization of emptiness. Not being the object of realization of a consciousness with dualistic appearances.
어디로서 다다 당무대 연자다 뭐 동님배 줍지 세계였다. 거기 그런 신데. 다디데지 가고르지였다. 초 가야스다. 맨날 배적으로 맞을로나. 난다 타시기 겨. 달래 껴만 신래 껴만. 니가래 껴만 규매래 껴만. 다시 되되리 와서 동니 줍지 이릭보다 망고이 와서 직도 되지리 뭐 땡데 리바 아니 당다게진 망고요에는 단다디 무시진고 리바스나디 다시 되되지리 바스나디 리바디 딱게도 전보래 리바 시딜라다 뒤긴 마 당부 시드 가래서 당 이란서 당연히 내 측디 더 맞아가 다시 되되리 바스라 다시디 시 가래서나 나체 신체 니가체 숨자서 아니 규밀에 껴서 시차서 어디기다 동반이 두고요. 다체, 다체, 직체, 신체, 니체, 미가체, 다단신 인가체. 아니 규밀에 껴와체. 다시 자서. 규밀에 껴와시. 딜라 다시 되되리 봐서 거다.
Okay. So when it goes on, the text here, I'll just read it a little bit. Since it's inexpressible as inherent or non-existent, existent, both existent and non-existent, and neither existent or non-existent, it is free from the four extremes of elaboration. So when we talk about this mind that realizes emptiness, then it's free from...
Okay,
so when we talk about emptiness, it's free from this dependent. Sorry, it can be referred to in many ways. So it can be referred to as free from true existence, as a dependent origination, or it can be referred to as freedom from these four extremes. So when we look at these four extremes, if we go through them, what they are. So the first one is self, the second one is other, then the third one is both self and other, and then the fourth one is neither self or other.
Neither.
Neither. Nikamayamba.
Mare. Jumele kyo tamati.
Jumila kiwa.
Jumele kyo mayimbas.
Oh, not produced without cause. Neither.
Mare.
Okay. Not produced without cause.
Dinala sumba din sewa yamar. Tanda dinala dinde jadwa. Chu khanya mewa tang, yewa tang, yumi niga tang. Tile shindu ya mewa ni. Niga mayimbe ranshin ji tuba shawa. Tube tashi tang trebas. Lardo. Tila chu khanya mewa che, yewa che. Ta yumi niga che. Ane tile shindu ya yumi niga mayimbas. Dinala dus jadwa. Tadi jadan de la dire. Tangi nge jaye di dadan, shindan, nigadan, gyumile kyosa de zawashirab jiri kwadre. Zawashirab. Dale mayin, shinle mi, nile mayin, ngobo kanda kanda, kyo na yu mayin sa. Diri kwadre ere. Di. Hausa.
Okay. So in here it's referred to as these four extremes as non-existent, existent, both existent and non-existent, and neither existent or non-existent. That these other four, which are referred to as self, other, both, and produced without cause, is the four that's referred to into the root of wisdom text. So it's a little different. I got confused.
Yobatang sirwa ne yumi niga dang tile shendu yang yumi niga mayimba ti tsangma ranshingi chuba ane tamini wari ranshingi chuba ane ranshingi chuba mewa ranshingi chuba yoba ranshingi chuba yumi niga ranshingi chuba tile shendu yang yumi niga mayimba asije tashi de dus jadwa kuna tanda kaduk jadan dire.
Right, so when we talk about these four extremes of elaboration here of existent, of non-existent, existent, both existent and non-existent, and neither existent or non-existent, what it's referring to here is not truly existent, not truly non-existent, neither truly both existent and non-existent, or not truly from its own side. So not existing from its own side, not existing from its own side. Not both and not neither from its own side. And here in the text it refers to not ultimately existing, not ultimately non-existent.
Tadindere tangi kokdenjiwa. Kokdendi ane ranshingi tuwe mewa. Ranshingi tuwa mewa de yomares wata. Ranshingi tuwa yowa de yomares. Ranshingi tuwa yume niga de yomares. Ranshingi tuwa yume niga mayimba de yomares. Ranshingi tonda dodo de ranshingi tuwe kita kawa jana nigo mata tonda dodo de.
Right. So when we talk about true cessation, we can say, then in referring to that, then you can say that it's not inherently non-existent, not inherently existent, neither both inherently existent or non-existent, neither or neither inherently neither. So basically, where you can't refer to anything in relation to this inherently existent or existing from its own side.
That the ribadi dire that the mama will have dinner because Taran and the human loss here much. Ribadi pinzu panga ribas shigda. That the children peja doing a peja the page goes over. Peju panga ribalagda. Pinzu panga ribala and hanging on the Ngoyeda, Tagbata Midawa, Pinzu Bangare, Tagbata Midawa.
Okay. So then it goes on to talk about this contradiction of mutual exclusion. Pinzu Pangyo.
Pinzu Bangas, Yamena, poverty, Midawa Yingore. Midawa Mayina, Tagwa Yingore.
Okay.
That Midawa Yinza, Tagwa Yimba de Pakegore. Or Dinashi, Gogdendi. Yamena ranshingi tuwa yingore, yana ranshingi tuwa mayimba yingore.
Okay.
Oda digan dogo yer, tanda oda.
So then there becomes this confusion in the sense that this mutual exclusion. So when we talk about this contradiction of mutual exclusion, so this mutual exclusion is like permanent and impermanent. It's either, if it's not permanent, it must be impermanent, right? If it's not impermanent, it must be permanent. And so with these, what they're saying is if it's not inherently existent, then it must be inherently non-existent. The Rangshing Ma
Probably Ranshinji Matuba Yina, Ranshinji Tuna, Ranshinji Matuba Maingore, Ranshinji Matuba Maina, Ranshinji Matuba Yinza, Ranshinji to a Maingore. Ranshinji to a Keburta.
Okay, so if it's not inherently existent, then it must be. So if it lacks inherently existent, it must be inherently non-existent.
But the Tandamla, Dembatuala, Javi Inarwa, Dembatuala Jana, Tanda de Digio Marelabua, Tandamla Jana, Dembatuala Jana, Digumares, Ranshi to Alajares, Dembatuala Jana, Digumares, in the Suris and a Simzambar, Simzam. Simzambar Harsana, Tandam, de Tandamla Javina, Digumares, Tandam Javina, and Munge, Pange, but the Tegiomar, Simzambelula, Tandam to a Maina Megumare. Kunda de Tandum de Temba to a Mare dele, Yorvago. What is the Tanda de Temba Trubna, Megumare, Consna, Shemanda Yundu, Temba to Yorva, Simzabella. Simzabella, Temba, Tandan Temba to a Yorva Yinza, and Tandan Temba Meva de Tandan Temba even Bange, but the Kektogoyamar, Niga Yor Simzabella. Temba to a de Yore, Temba Matuba de Yore.
Okay.
This
comes about through the mind only school view, where they don't concept the Tashi so this comes about through debate with the mind only school, and the reason this comes about is because they say that's okay with the Rangshing Labna Digre. If you say inherently it's okay, these four extremes, inherently it's okay, but truly existent is not okay. And the reason they have this is because they hold that some phenomena or some things are said to be truly existent, like this other power, Shenwang Di Tempa. Yeah, so such as this, what they refer to as this other power, this is truly existent in their view. However, the Majjhimika Prasangika, they don't hold anything to be truly existent. So for them, it's fine.
That the Demba Matuna Megumar, Demba Tumna, Mena Megum, child over Yana, Tudim down to the Meva child over Ezra, Tudim to the Shemar, Shema Demba to
Right. And the reason they say this is because if they feel it's not truly existent, then it doesn't exist at all. And then that would refute things like ethical discipline and so forth. So this is their reasoning behind that. So if you read over it a few times to clarify it, and then if you have any questions, ask. So I've just given the brief overview here. So, but if you read some more.
Dilaya Namje Yonje Sigdo. The Pinzu Banga the Desonga. Pinzu Bangala de Namje Yonjo on the Shimidumba Nevas Lara. Namje Yonjo Namje Yonjo de Chik number Chena Chis Yonjula to her. That did Tagwa Pa Jelu de Mida was to Yongor. Namje Yonjo said.
Namje Yonjo.
Number Chairs, Tagwa Pa number Sugar doors na Power the Midawadora.
Right. So this mutually contradictory is also, there's another way to refer to something similar, which is if you okay, apparently it's in here.
Namjela cakes that the Namjela park cake do Tagwapa, Dembatu, Power the Dembatu Kena, and it then don't you do go with it. Shagora didn't get over it. Or the Shago, Namje Yonju said, Tamu Namje Yonju, Tanda the Shago.
Okay, so it's here. If emptiness of phenomena is inclusively established, then their inherent existence would be inclusively eliminated. Therefore, it would be contradictory to accept the common locus of both. Since emptiness of true existence must be inclusively established, if truly existent phenomena are exclusively eliminated, it is extremely contradictory to not accept one out of the two which are directly contradictory. So this inclusively eliminating, inclusively establishing is this similar idea to this mutually contradictory. Basically, by eliminating one thing, you therefore establish something else. So if you eliminate impermanence, you establish permanence. If you eliminate permanence, you establish impermanence. So the concept is simsampa kalengere or kandila?
Simsampa namje yonje da khere dele demba thuwa khena demba matumna mego mare di kuto thugo yo mare konzola.
So they don't accept that because they feel that the mind only school can't accept this kind of. Yeah, they feel that if you eliminate true existence, then it cannot exist if it doesn't truly exist, basically.
Tadi umawe da umawe da thandam jana digyo konzo demba thuwa che yo marwa uma tenju lula thandam demba thuwa ja shana yo mare.
Okay,
Simsampa dewa jana yo demba thuwa yorwa yoga inda khep thugo yo mare.
Right. So the Prasangika, Majjhimika Prasangika, however, they don't feel that there's any fault in eliminating ultimate existence or true existence, because they don't feel that in order to exist, it has to exist truly. Whereas the mind-only school do believe that if something exists, it has to exist truly. They hold to this true existence.
Gogden Tanji Tonamju Gogden de Simgu Chuni Jorwa. The Simging Chuni de Tandanganzu Chuni la de Yomarwata. Jimea Tonam Toru de Tonam Tony Musum the Toru de Tony Musum de Kansa de Simging Chuni Jorwa. De Simging Chuni de Tonganirwada. That Simging Chuni Degaran, Tagaran, Gogden Jungo Chusoreta. Direta, Jimea to Gogden Tony Chayade. Sinshi Jorwa. On the Tonam the Tony Musum de Velam Jorwa, di Julis, di Sim Jora, Simging Chuni de Ranjinam da Derwa, Ranjinam da Ranjineric, there was Ranjineric imba Ranjineric, the Simging Chuni, the Ranjineric Shamba Rigla. Rigla Ni or Ranjineric da Genjuri Niva. A Simging Chuni de Ranjineric Shamba, Ranjineric the Karasana Tombani, the Simging Tombani the Shamba.
Okay. So then yep. So then this on this path of cessation, this path of cessation has this Semgi Tembe Chunyi, has this basis of the mind as being suchness, right? The suchness being the base of the mind. And when one has entered the path of seeing, then one has this understanding of the basis of the mind being suchness. And this basis of the mind being suchness is this naturally abiding lineage, rather than this kind of Genshuguru.
Ranjineric.
So now the suchness of the mind is said to be the naturally abiding lineage.
Chezanta de Simgi Chuni de Divadan Tebe Tewaji Kogan Nembeji left the Yundeji. Yunde Karlelosna, Luvinamdage, Timadan Tebe Tewadileta. The living in the Anacodin de la Cheju Nisharda, Ranjinamda Jigdan, Luvinamda Niyung Yorda. Ranjin de Tombani, the Ranjira Ranji, Tembotu Tabaderwa, Luvidi, and Luving more than Tebe Tevaderwa. Codin Doni, Rodan, Rimbat and Desre.
So when you cut it the Rangshigiri Togna, you can do. So the essence of this suchness of the mind also has this quality, secondary, or this other quality, which is the purity of the adventitious. So this aspect, this naturally, this kind of Simgi Nelu Tombani, the young
Simnelu Simgi Chuni de that
okay,
that Golden said the Namdulam that the Sinshi Devashana Namdulam Juji, Simgi Chuni Tagana Re Takanda.
So this basis of the suchness of the mind. This basis of this suchness is also that which has this ability to remove these adventitious delusions. Is it? Oh, just it says purify the adventitious. So this is this quality that this suchness of the mind also possesses.
근데 나 김제 당보데 타시기 가단데 직신고래 니와데 신지 또고 쳐 많이 봐서야 돼 신지 또고 쳐 많이 봐서야 돼다 다단 죄지지 다단
Okay.
이 유미수수 깨로와 깨다가서 깨지 갑제 동반이 있어야지 당가서 먼저 망을라 임진에서 상물로 동반이 라고도 된데 거두에요 말에 디튼 지난 디시에 저 니지기 때문에 또 다잠지기 전에 So then,
the second one, not being the object of realization of others. I'll just read it. Because the mode of realization cannot be completed through expressive sound, language, and defining things, it cannot be realized in dependence on others. So what's meant by this is that this realization cannot come through just like saying the words, right? So, these days people all talk about emptiness and this and that, and, but just this meaning of this, or this sound cannot develop this realization.
So the
third one, being the object of realization through eliminating dualistic appearances. So this is through it's only I should just read it first. It is known by meditative equipoise of Arya beings through the elimination of dualistic appearances. So it's through this elimination of this dualistic appearance that one is able to have this realization. So that's why it's referred to in this way. So then it clarifies that this explains by the way the object possesses the factor of natural purity is a true cessation. So this natural purity is the truth of cessation.
So what
you need to believe is that in the Mahayana Prasangika view that the truth of cessation is emptiness. True cessation is emptiness. Okay, so that's the main thing, and then slowly you could get the reasoning behind that. Okay, so this goes over the truth of, the Dharma jewel. So is the nature body the enlightened mind of the Buddha? So the Noa Niku, the Sangigi Semre? Noa Niku. No, the nature body is permanent. The nature body of the Buddha is permanent. Noa Niku Takpare. Yeah, nature. So it's because it's permanent.
Rajinanda Chajo Muniguda, Luinanda Chajo Munigus Nior. Sanjeju Tongbani de Dan Cogdenti to the Tangman Munigur. Tagbegi Kudilla Munigus or Takodevishina. Tagbe Gujero, Tagba. Tagbe Kudilla Munigulan Tigota.
Okay, so the permanent bodies are it's the nature body of the Buddha. So the need the
Rajinanda Chajo Munigu, Sanjay the Singing Tongbani. There's
the naturally pure nature body of the Buddha, which is Sangigi. So this the Buddha's mind's Sangi Tengi Tongni. Sangi Semgi Ten.
Natural or mind Buddha.
Yeah, the nature, so it's the emptiness of reliant on the Buddha's mind, or the nature of the Buddha's mind. Yeah. Any dinika?
And
then there's the truth of the cessation, which is the liberation or the freedom from the adventitious stains or delusions.
어, 다 딱고 차서.
So they're Nika Takware.
딱고
And
니가
they're
딱.
both permanent.
어디.
Okay. What is the difference between the naturally abiding lineage and the nature bodies? So, Rangshingi Rig, Tang
인주리.
Tang Noa Niku Kipa.
알레요. 대더래. 란신네릭 그러시라. 란신네릭 봐. 란신네릭사데 심진주기 생기는 거 중요되라 란신네릭서 그래. ngōnyigisaade sanje la yayo.
Okay, so the naturally abiding lineage is the emptiness of an ordinary being's mind. And the no-niko di sangi. Sanje. Oh no, sorry. The nature body is the Buddha. The nature body is the Buddha, and the naturally abiding lineage is the emptiness of sentient being's mind. So, Rangshingi, what is the naturally abiding lineage? Why is the naturally abiding lineage called a lineage? So, Rangshingi Rig, Rig karire, Rig gitonta karire.
Rig tonda de sanje gujurum, sanje guja nubayo.
So this lineage is.
Ding around the data, Tamungin Lelabishera. Nanzo Mirikawa, Mirina Wasigdo, Kul Rigiora.
Okay.
Ko power di Mirina go in a Pugu de Mirina go Rigdoa. You cannot enjoy Casa. Casa genetics over there.
This lineage, so it's called a lineage because it's suitable to become Sangigis.
It
has the potential or the power, as it's suitable to become a Buddha. So this lineage is like, in Tibetan you say you have like a white person lineage and a black person lineage, so it's almost can be referred to as the genetic, because your parents had black skin, then you have black skin, right? If your parents had white skin, you have white skin. So this is the way it can be referred to as a lineage, because it's like it could be genetic. I don't know what another term is. So
the family lineage
so you could say it's like a family, right? Like if you're the son of a king, therefore you're in the king's family, or you're the king's lineage, basically you're a prince, or you're part of the royal family. So you could say it's like a genealogy? Genealogy, is that quite right? It's not quite right.
Rick said, Tanya China Mongoyore. Jerry, Manri, Fury, Seda, Miri, Fury, Jari, and in Nujobe, Germany, Japan, Korea, Rigs.
There's different rigs, lineages. Lineages is the closest. So you can have like East, West, Tibetan, New Zealand, Japanese, Korean. These are all referred to as lineage. So maybe it's genealogy, but I don't think that quite fits.
What?
Race, but not quite, because kings and there's no quite. Lineage is sort of the closest. But race is part of it. Lineage is part. It's more like a broader term than what we have in English.
Sanje the Mahomba the Sanje Chachadora Jime. Tandadang Sanje Mahomba Sanje Chadora did that.
So, but in this time, we're referring to the fact that we are future Buddhas, right? Right now, we're not Buddhas, but in future, we will be Buddhas. So that's the reference. So the prince, for example, has the potential to be the king. Will be the future king, but is not the king right now. So it's that kind of thing. Rig, I don't know, lineage? Anyway. Aditas. And no more questions? Anybody else?
No.
Okay. So we stop here. Dini Komgab DJ.
You want the home or home relax or no? You're busy or no? I think the Jamna Yawood Dangone come the 릭세야게 탑란 약쇼데 다 닝지 야게다야라니 심지 탐제 수술 거딘 친구 임바데 곰잡드나 야고요레 거딘 찬에 심지 탐제 냠바인스 당뇽단 거딘 님도를 곰샤나 야고다
Right. Okay.
당뇽 거딘 찬에 심지 탐제 알라 냠바인스와 다양한 네버제니 찬에 냠바인스 펜토니 찬에 냠바인스와 다 야가데 삼다나 야그라라 이제 거딘 딩고네서 다마도나나 닝지제다 가고 닝지제 모두나 틱징 릭세 두고 말다 대산디 닝지제 닝지제 가랑아서 곰자드나 탑란 약쇼데 뭐 드즈레 아니 산산라 심제 동일나든 요든데 테스트 따나야고 여러 근데 나도 아니 수수 심나 처월레나 다 야제 용거로 하고 산산라 곰지고 자마데베체 오늘 동일 요든데 강에서 와치기나 데다 야고 처월레야라 편도 여러야 고 너도
So, the thing you should realize, the meditation you do is that recognizing that this developing this compassion is the best way to awaken your Buddha nature. So, this remembering the kindness of others is a very crucial point of this, as well as meditating on equanimity, and you can do these together, right? So you can see how all sentient beings are equally kind or equally beneficial or equally harmful, but it's much better to think of it in a positive way. Because why? Because we're trying to develop compassion, because without compassion we can't enter this Mahayana. We can't be part of this Mahayana lineage or path. So, it's best to think in a way that develops this. But another aspect is also to sometimes look at the suffering of others and trying to develop compassion on that basis. So it's good to kind of come at it from as many different angles as possible, not just thinking one way all the time, but rather sometimes, mixing it up a bit and thinking in different ways to help develop this compassion.
lawyer did in the Chugunjo court in a tangi in a marge, the Chugunjo court get my law shows down the Chugunjo court, the death Helusia, which door was.
So read through this page 44 onwards where it talks about the Dharma jewel, because we're going to be slowly going over this. It's important, and it's quite the wording is actually quite convoluted. Difficult. Convoluted. It's hard to translate. Yeah, it's vast, great meaning, and quite truckball.
지금 잘못고 뭐 간데 이거 준비네 년버때 지고 때서면 가용 거래라 갈래때서 지금 잘못고 뭐 간데 이거 준비는 만난 거래 된거.
All right. So this is kind of the words directly from Maitreya, so of course you can expect them to be a little bit difficult to understand.
야워라 그냥 로드 시다 고음도 아니 로존 시야다 인들 심슈게라 펜도여로 다 단테스 자나면서 녀마신 좀 망부도스라.
So you should use this as inspiring. If you read this and you don't understand it, then you should think, wow, I've really got to dig deeper into this and work to understand it. It should inspire you.
And ego and the
yeah, and it's good for your ego as well.
I know.
Yeah. So those of you who think you know everything, read this book and then you'll realize you don't know everything. So then if somebody says, I don't need to come to teachings, I just do my thing, then you can give them this and then ask them questions about it. So is this truth, cessation, emptiness? And why? What's the reasons for that? You can ask them tricky questions like that. I don't know if they'll be your friend after that.
Go going to tell you.
Yeah, they'll be certainly very confused.
Yeah, okay, let's do it here.